Here's a GRE arithmetic question. Let's take a look. So this is a quantitative comparison problem where we have quantity A and quantity B. We want to figure out which one is greater. The product of all positive factors of 30 or the number 15 to the power of 8. Now, before we really dive into this, let me ask a strategic question here. Do these numbers exist? And you might say, what do you mean, do they exist? I'm asking, are these defined values? And the answer is yes, they are. 15 to the power of 8, I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but that's a real number, right? That number exists. And the product of all positive factors of 30, I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but that's also a real number. So these two numbers do exist, meaning that one is greater than the other or they're equal. That's the only possibility. What I'm getting at is we can eliminate D right away, right? I just wanted to make our life a little bit easier before we dive into this. All right, now, your first move might have been to go to the calculator. And if it was, you probably remember the GRE calculator does not have an exponent button. You would have to type in 15 times 15 times 15 times 15 8 times. And maybe you did that, but what you would find, unfortunately, is that your calculator can't handle this number, right? It's a really, really big number that's more than 8 digits. The GRE calculator only gives you 8 digits. So the calculator is not going to help you. Okay, we'll put a pin in that. Let's focus over here on this one. The product of all positive factors of 30. Well, what are the positive factors of 30? Let me write them out. There's 1 and 30. There's 2 and 15. There we go. There's 3 and 10. And then there's 5 and 6. Now, if you multiply all of these together on your calculator, which isn't the worst thing in the world, you would find that this comes out to 810,000. Now, our only goal here is to decide which one is bigger. So the mere fact that this can't fit in the calculator and this can tells us that quantity B is greater. But maybe that's not satisfying enough to you. Maybe you want to see a little bit more math behind it. I want to put a pin in that and say we can figure this out right then and there. Here's another way to go about it. Not necessarily easier, but more mathy. 1 times 30 is 30, 2 times 15 is 30, 3 times 10 is 30, and 5 times 6 is 30. All of these are 30, right? So this is equivalent to 30 to the power of 4, right? Because it's 30 times 30 times 30 times 30. 30 to the power of 4 is this value right here. Now, if you want to compare, right, let me break this down into something that has 15 in it to make it a little bit easier of a comparison. This is going to be 15 times 2 to the power of 4, also known as, I'm going to go down here, right? Also known as 15 to the power of 4 times 2 to the power of 4. Now, if I want to compare 15 to the power of 4 times 2 to the power of 4 to this one, I'm going to bring this down here. A lot of movement going on. And I'm going to break this up into 15 to the 4 times 15 to the 4, right? Because 15 to the 8 is 15 to the 4 times 15 to the 4. This is where knowing your exponents can really come in handy. Well, both of these have 15 to the 4 in them, so that's not going to affect anything, or I should say I can cancel it out. What's greater, 2 to the power of 4 or 15 to the power of 4? Well, 15 to the power of 4 is clearly greater. There are several ways you can go about this, but however you do it, the correct answer is B. For more GRE tips and tricks or to sign up for my online course, follow the link on my profile.